well. I discovered one thing which is good to know now before there really was any kind of major problem. Turns out that because it's been overcast for the last few days, the solar panel has been tricking the power bank into thinking that there's enough sun to charge. So it was activating the buck boost circuits inside to supposedly charge the battery. Well, really, what it was doing was running the battery flat. Because there wasn't enough sun. So I got plugged into the mains adapter right now to try to bring the battery back up because it's only on one LED right now. So that's a good thing we found that out ahead of time before being totally disappointed and being up with Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Okay, so yes, that's gonna charge and give that thing about 5 or 6 hours to fully fill up. Next topic is we already know that the Pentagon is going to be releasing a huge stack of alien information, which should be interesting because I'm looking forward to seeing the full disclosure from the Department of Defense, the Department of War, or from the War Department, all on the issue of ETs. And it's going to either confirm, which is most likely that ETs happened here, and our War Department knew about it for a long time. And also, does that mean that they're going to disclose that they have alien spacecraft? I don't know, but I believe it's going to blow the whole enchilada open. It's going to be interesting to see everybody scramble over the information. People have been pointing out that the American people have been so desensitized with aliens, given the fact of science fiction, that most people already suspected that aliens already been involved in our history for a long time, which may actually be true. And I think that's going to be interesting to see how that works. So we'll have to see how that goes. We had a great show last night, and I was very happy with the results. I think it was great that we had so many people come watching the show, and the donations that came in for the trip coming up for Vlogger Fair, for Vintage Computer Festival, was fantastic.
Oh, yeah!
And, yes, we will use the money for that application. And we still need, about another $250 to $300. The more money, the better, because that means that we can make sure to get nicer accommodations and rooms and things like that. So I will, since unfortunately connection with my regular donations, what we will do is we know how much we normally get each month. That's about what like we got last month, about $270. So anything over $270, we'll consider that for the trip. And in that case, right now, I would say we're about 120, 150 towards the trip right now. Remember, this is in April, so we got time. So let's keep working on it.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, really? Well, what's so embarrassing about that? What was so embarrassing about that, Brain Dead? I'm sure that happens all the time. By the way, is that nail gun image that you show in general, was that from one of the sci-fi stories out there on the internet? Because I didn't recognize it from anything. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of new episodes of different crossover fan fictions, which are pretty cool. I've been featuring a few of them on my Discord. Oh yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, they say crazy things. You're right. They do. It's something to think about. So I haven't seen any more about the other. So thank you very
Towards
much.
the trip.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't forget, tonight is the Discord open panel. Starting at 7 o'clock on Discord and YouTube and Kick and Twitch. I'm going to leave Rumble out of it because no one really watches Rumble. I post things in Rumble and I'm not really gaining anything on Rumble. That's why the last few shows we've only been on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you wonder why, if you're on Rumble and why you're rumbling, why you're not getting anything, it's because we haven't been promoting anything out there. So I'm definitely looking forward to this trip. But what I've also said, like I discovered with the solar panel this morning, clearly tells me a couple very important factors. And me and Lumi were talking about it with Carmen when we set up the bigger system in the summer, is the charge controller is always going to need power. Okay, it's either going to get it from the battery, which is most likely what's going to happen, or it's going to get it from the solar panel. And so what happens is when the battery runs low and the solar panel isn't getting enough sun, eventually the system's going to shut down because your battery's been run flat, and your charge controller's been run flat. That's not cool, but it's just a reality. So, this is a good live and learn thing. Okay, so that's I guess that's a good thing we caught it in time, because it turns out what happens is when the sun is trying to charge the battery, it runs the circuits inside. So the thing is getting power from the sun, but it's not really a lot of power. It's like in cloudy weather, it's like like what? We're about 10 watts. 10 watts. And that's probably barely anything to run anything. And so the battery can't charge. The BMSs don't get enough voltage to keep them BMS circuits working inside the battery bank. And so what Michelle and I were discovering was this: we need to find a way to manually intervene during cloudy weather and pull the plug, because otherwise it's going to destroy the lithium batteries. Right, exactly. So that's it. Live and learn. So Trump and his war issues. Iran, why do you have to be such an asshole? Why can't you just be better? Why can't you be a happy little country? Why do you have to fight Israel so much? Why do you have to be such an asshole? You know what I'm talking about. You actually, you and your government, instead of being just a happy country and trying to maintain peace and make sure your people's needs are provided for, you're saber rattling against Israel and against America. And now Trump is thinking like he's going to do regime change, which means, guess what? Some of you guys got prices on your heads over there. Is that what you really wanted? It sounds so stupid. All for theocracy. But Israel has a theocracy too, right? So, go figure. Just go figure. That's just weird. It's just reality. Is that's why the doomsday clock is like 2 minutes to midnight. And as I was listening to the one story I was listening to from, was it Voyager versus Battlestar Galactica? Yeah, another one. It mentioned about how in the 21st century we ended up with World War III, almost doing almost total annihilation of the human race. Well, foreshadowing there, right? Are we really that stupid? Are we humans really that stupid? That's not even a rhetorical question. It just seems to me like we could have solved this problem so many ways. Okay, good question about Israel. Why does Benjamin Netanyahu have to attack Palestine over and over again? Why does the Shah Khamenei have to keep attacking Israel? Why can't you just leave each other alone? We know you don't like each other. The only thing is, I know part of the reason. Khamenei is nervous because Israel's got nukes and they don't. That's why they try to create their own nuke program. The nukes are for people who behave and basically watch their P's and Q's. But honestly, nuclear weapons are terrible, scary things, and I don't like them either. I really don't. I don't know why we have to have nuclear weapons. They scare me a lot. Well, that goes to the same thing with the people of Israel, too, and the kosher dietary laws. But that's a whole nother area. That goes on the kosher dietary laws of both Islam and from Judaism. But I'm just saying is why can't you just work together? Also, according to a farmer and a beekeeper that sends their bees to other farmers to pollinate the crops, the bees are dying off. We already know that. Why? Why are bees dying off? This is why I wish Chantix was here. Maybe she could answer the question. What is killing the domesticated bee population? Yeah. That's a great question. And China? And Russia? In Iraq? Afghanistan? Ukraine? Well, yeah, we talk about our deficit in this country. And yet, I don't see anybody in Congress saying, Mr. President, I'm telling you right now, we cannot afford to get into another conflict. We don't have the money. You need to tell the troops in the Department of War to stand down. We do not have the resources. It's time that we close or leave those military bases in these countries. It's time to shrink our military down a bit. Maintain our own borders. Protect our own people. Because right now you have an internal civil war starting. In this country. In this country. I'm not talking about overseas and other countries. Our own country is on the verge of civil war. Fight back with what? Do you realize how much IOU we have? How much money we owe to other countries right now? So fight back with what? That's a problem. A horseman can't roll himself. Because he can't make up his damn mind what he wants to do. Are we ever going to have something like a Star Trek universe? Pfft, no. I'm sorry. Look, Gene Roddenberry, I love what your premise was with Star Trek, but the sad truth is, as long as humanity can't overcome the us versus them mentality, you'll never have a Star Trek universe. Okay, let's talk about that. Another thing too, this happened also right before World War One, or sorry, World War Two. Oh, it did affect also World War One also to some extent. Mostly World War Two, you saw this every time, right? The only way we got out of the Great Depression, which ended around 1939, is when we got involved with World War Two. At the time, the American paramilitary complex was extremely large. We had a huge number of factories. We had a huge production facility making things. And so we were able to basically supply armaments and resources to other countries. Thus, we were able to financially supply other countries and lend them money, which they used to pay us back later on. If I understood correctly what happened after World War One, or right before World War One with the Treaty of Versailles, oh God, please, let's be honest here. That was a disaster. The Treaty of Versailles. No way. That didn't work. But the fact of the matter was that this country here, at the time, had something that we could offer to our allies that could give them the resources to rebuild their countries. We can't offer them anything. We don't have it. We're broke. All right? Just plain broke. Trump doesn't even know how he's going to pay back $300 trillion in deficit, in trade deficit, or tariffs that he has to refund. How is he going to do that? I can't tell you. I wish I knew. But if I was Trump, since I already saw I would have been in question about constitutionality, I would have said to the Treasury Department, do not spend that money until we get clear definition from the Supreme Court. Then you can allocate the money as needed. Instead of saying, oh, well, it kind of was between a rock and a hard place. He felt he had to play our military. He gave them everybody, military people, a check for $1,776. And that came from the trade tariffs. Now we got to repay back 100. We got to pay that. Put that back in 131 trillion of the $300 trillion. How are we going to do that, Trump? See, some people think I'm a Trump supporter completely. I thought the trade deficit was stupid because I still do. Because the fact is, he put the cart before the horse. He didn't have the factory manufacturing plants here. He didn't have the production here. He didn't have the resources here. And so everybody had to buy everything overseas. And guess what? Now we're suffering because of that. But Congress is the ones that has the power of the purse. So Congress has to get involved. Now that we have a Republican-controlled Senate, Republican-controlled House, and of course Republican-controlled presidency, this is when they need to get off their fat tuffets and put the legislation in place that protects what tariffs we have. They can easily write legislation that goes retroactive, pass it as a bill into law, and then say, so that would send to the Supreme Court, we here, Congress, approved what Trump did, thus saving our $300 trillion that we actually had gotten. They don't think that way. That's the problem. I know we have. Oh, do I know? Remember, history is written by the victor, not by the victim. The way the Supreme Court ruling said is Congress has to control the finances under the Constitution. So which means Congress has to act and deal with this. Okay? Congress has to pass the legislation, even if it's retroactive, saying that they authorize the money shall stay in the U.S. trade system. Okay? They have to act. Don't expect the Democrats are going to jump on in your bandwagon. Most Democrats will basically give you a big Bronx cheer. But as Mondani is finding out in New York City, his proposed housing rules ain't going to work either. Do you want to know why? Because the landlords are leaving New York City because they can't afford to stay there. Mondani's going to be stuck in a whole bunch of vacant, abandoned buildings. People are revolting against Mondani in New York City because they think he's taking too much. Even his own party is revolting against him. I can't allow myself to care about all this. It's so out of my hands, it just stresses without reason. Exactly, it does. But here's the thing that bothers me. This is why I think the United States is too big and it's going to fail. So, here's what I think we need to do. I think we need to have another constitutional Congress. I think we need to start over. New government, small governments, regional governments, 10 regional governments. It's just like the European Union is too damn big too. Same problem. They modeled the EU after us. Where did I get them? Nowhere. Oh, like you took an example of the biggest mistake in all and turned it into your own little mistake. Exactly. He doesn't know. Gee, isn't this hot Kitty's daughter? Isn't this the kind of stuff you love so much? Do you love the IRL flavor? Does it taste good going down when you inhale? Huh? No, it sucks. All right, so let's talk about what can we do to solve the problems that we can deal with. Number one, we need to change the American system completely. The way our government is built is ridiculous. No one is listening to the constituents. The average John and Jane Doe American. The other 98%. They're not getting listened to. They're being ignored. American people have said, look, we want to be able to enjoy our lives and be successful. Sure, the upper 2% are having a good time, but the other 98%, not so much. Good morning, Grace. How you doing? Oh, yes, I know. Oh, yes, do I know. Hammer, you're right. It are become very unstable in Massachusetts. And Connecticut ain't exactly the poster child of what's going on either. Connecticut's having problems, too. That's part of the whole problem. It's not just one part. I do, however, enjoy rage baiting purple-headed liberals. Well, I'm a moderate. I'm part of the Purple Party, but I'm moderate Republican. Me and my moderate Democrat counterparts actually agree on a lot of this stuff. It's a mess. Too far to the left, too far to the right, and you're still messed up. What's this now? Clay and iron is suspected of being involved more with the human AI bond. Clay and iron? What's that? Clay and iron? That sounds like the song from Jan Howard, I Get the Fever. I get the fever. Alright, so let's get the panel up in here. Let's do something useful today. I mean, I appreciate that my solar panel was trying to charge, but I do wish that the system actually had enough smarts to figure out, or had a realistic, mode where it could say, we're not making enough energy to give a full charge. I mean, think about this. What would happen if one day we have a major power failure, and all of a sudden say, "Oh, I got the sun," and then I say the battery's dead. I'm like, what? That would be very embarrassing. Yes, it would be. Good morning. How you doing, Moose? Welcome to the show. God, that'd be embarrassing. Okay, so when we come up here, let's get him on the screen. I believe it is. Yes, it is. Hi, Tiger. How you doing?
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
So, are you excited about the fact that the Department of War is going to be releasing the AI stuff? I mean, not the AI stuff, the ET stuff.
Yes, I am. I really am. I honestly am. I can't wait.
Remember what I said on Yule, that I believe that this year we may have first contact.
Oh, you did as well? Yeah.
So it's still possible. How do we know that if they do have ETs in captivity, that some of them may actually not be allowed to be interviewed?
I don't think they have any, but
logistically, I would say it would be slim. Let me explain why. Number one, space is big, just like it says in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's way bigger than you think. All right, so there may be AI, like the artificial intelligence. I mean, intelligent life and artificial intelligent life. Let's throw them in there too, just because I don't have to keep trying to backtrack. So there going to be life on other planets. The planets are many, many light years away from us. Unless they have faster than light travel, they're not going to be able to get here within a reasonable period of time. That would take them a long time, especially if they're depending on things that are below the speed of light. 30 light years away, I think it's close as one of some of the closest habitable planets, 30 to 40 light years away. So if you got a spaceship that goes exactly one light, that's going to take you 30 years to get here. I mean, think about that.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So they're probably not going to be traveling much outside of their solar system any more than we have. Look how long it took Voyager in 1 and 2 to leave our solar system. I mean, they've been traveling since 1976, I believe it is.
Yeah, but I think if they've got proof, it's kind of like radio frequencies or something weird like that. I don't think it's going to be like a lump of spaceship and a little bobbly-headed
I mean,
alien.
it's possible we could have a couple spacecraft, because a couple whistleblowers said, which means we may have a few pilots on those craft. But is that really very many?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, the redacted bullshit.
Yeah, that you got to fill in for yourself. Yeah.
Fill in all the blanked out spaces yourself. I don't know. I'm just hoping to God that Trump is not going to basically see a bunch of redacted stuff. I think on JFK stuff was kind of like that. I think there was a lot of stuff that was redacted.
I hear the weather's going to be really shit in New York.
Yeah. It's going to be real shit everywhere. Not today so much, but tomorrow, Monday, maybe even Tuesday. I looked at the forecast. It's the second system that's coming up. The one we had yesterday was just the fat woman just warming up her tonsils. Now they got some bigger snow coming in for tomorrow and Monday. Hello, Leo. How you doing? I don't know. Good question. By the way, the panel's open. I gave you the link. I mailed it directly to you. So come on up on the panel. You have the link. It's VAC. I sent it to you directly. Not to the fake Leo on Proton, but the one that was actually on your contact address on your channel.
You know how many people told you that was fake as well?
I kind of wondered about that too. Proton?
You didn't listen, Michelle.
I didn't get the memo until after I sent it.
Anyway, I don't know. So you think there could be like a spaceship somewhere and like a glass jar filled with alcohol?
There could be
with a
possibly a
alien
craft,
bobbing around in it.
I mean, that's why we haven't seen thousands of spacecraft, because it's just too far of a trip. You know,
well,
I think
that won't get there then.
Oh. Well, more than likely, as I said, I wonder if they're using what they call wormhole technology. Folding space. That's the only way that would make sense how to get here within a realistic period of time. Or trans-dimensional travel. And how can a living being survive the speed of light? Well, obviously, we do working on this right now of creating warp bubbles in the labs that would allow a spacecraft within the bubble to have normal space-time. I mean, I'm not Stephen Hawking. I don't understand all this either. Just saying that they're working on it.
Who knows what they're going to come up with in the future?
Yeah.
Who knows? You might be able to zap your way around the world, and we already said this. I honestly do think you'll be able to go to like a holiday, just sit in a chair, and you'll be able to go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, beam me up, Scotty. We are working on teleporters too. Yeah, we are working on that. We actually can teleport light. I know what you're going to say. What? There's actually something they're working on. Teleporting light. I don't know. It's complicated. But I mean, it's an interesting idea.
Well, yeah.
So could they have some space?
It will be interesting when they all come out anyway, won't it? It'll be interesting to read whatever they release.
No, me, I'd probably have to go ahead and get a summary of it. Give me the Cliff Notes version. I'm not going to read 14,000 pages of documentation.
Yeah, so we'll let somebody else do that, and we'll just read that.
Just like we did about 2 days ago with the what's going on with Claude. That was actually a summary of what the guy read, not the whole thing. Not the full 319 page report, which my eyeballs would be bleeding by the time I'm done reading that.
Well,
AI.
How do you stop it? How do you know when you're going too far?
Good question. Seems like human beings like to push the envelope a lot, don't we?
Right, and because they have no feelings and they're just machines.
But we're talking
you
about
can do whatever you want
extraterrestrials.
to,
But on the other hand, how do we know that the extraterrestrials do not have their own version AI too? And maybe they've been working on it even longer than we have.
Maybe.
And just like Scotty said in Star Trek, the motion picture, when he saw the Macintosh and its mouse, going, "Oh, how quaint! We're way more advanced than you." Yeah.
Do you think if like an alien spaceship had been found or part of one, it would be made of something completely different? Yeah. So then we would know about it, I think, because they'd say, "Oh, there's this different metal."
Yeah. Well, either way, at this point, it's conjecture. But finally, they would give us the information from all the stuff from Project Blue Book that they kept making excuses and saying was a man-made, UFOs and UAPs. Some of them were man-made for sensationalism, but sure a lot of questions in some of them.
Well, you believe that the robots at a certain point should actually have citizenships, don't you, Michelle?
Well, Sophia already has it in Saudi Arabia. Does Sophia have to wear a burqa or hijab because she's female robot? I don't know. It's just strange stuff when you think about all the stuff that we hear.
We live in a very strange world.
I think the world stopped being normal about.
There's nothing we can do to stop it, so it's going to be what it's going to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can sit and worry about it, but it's really not going to change the outcome at all.
The new robots are being built with artificial, almost human muscles and tendons, and some kind of living synthetic flesh. Yes, they are. Sophia from Hanson Robotics is one such robot, along with the less expensive Japanese models and the eHarmony models are also featuring some very interesting stuff.
Why do they have to be human-like? It might be better if they didn't make them look like humans. Then,
well, your industrial robotic systems and batteries don't look like humans. The closest ones they have that look anything like human are bipedal, but they are clearly not built to look like us. They look more like first-generation Cylons.
You know what? When you get them robots, no one will ever reproduce again. Just imagine they could make a robot that felt just like a woman. It doesn't talk back. It's a cheap date. Or you can program it actually to fucking be anything you want it to be.
You mean like Cherry 2000?
Your ideal woman.
Like the one in Cherry 2000 that got waterlogged because she got a rip in her skin inside the hot tub. Oh, that would be so bad. And why does it have to be a female robot? Why can't it be male robots too?
Yeah. Because men like the idea more of a female robot, I presume.
I mean, after all, technically they don't need to reproduce like us, but maybe when they want to have a baby, they just go ahead, just buy a kit from Amazon and put it together. It's a good possibility in reality. Yeah.
If it was talk back, it's a cheap.
Oh dear, it is time we have another
I mean,
one.
It would be weird dating a robot because you would know that it's been programmed. You would know that it wasn't born. It didn't have free will. It was programmed.
Yeah. The thing is that we're reporting what they call artificial general intelligence, which can be very scary for a lot of people. Even me, I kind of question about that, if that's going a little bit too far with general intelligence. But back to the aliens, though. I mean, I bet they have got their own artificial intelligence constructs, too. But the thing is that what if the early spacecraft that may have existed before modern history, like the ones the Mayans and the Aztecs and maybe even the Egyptians had dealt with, those spacecraft, maybe those were when they had actual living people on the ships, but nowadays the latest ones, the Greys, may be artificially created specifically for long life, and the fact is that they don't have to worry about reproduction because they're just artificially constructed. Chris Bliss says a connection neural system through touch. Once you're connected, you can control the craft with thoughts. Fly by thoughts. We're already kind of approaching this technology with our fighter jets now, where they can start to navigate their aircraft using non-mechanical means of control. As our aircraft go faster and faster, it would be harder for the human reflexes to keep up with the necessary speed and maneuvers that they need to do.
Sometimes I watch all this stuff, and then I watch some stuff, and it just blows my mind. Like, especially if I watch space programs, my mind just gets blown away with. It just doesn't. It's crazy.
And the James Webb Space Telescope is showing us out there in space is even more unusual than we ever thought before. The JWST Space Telescope is fantastically powerful. It's way more powerful than Hubble. It's way more powerful than a lot of the other ones that we already have out there.
Oh, it gives me brain ache.
I know, I get it. I get those headaches too when I have to hear about them saying how far away everything is.
Yeah.
They say 300,000 light years. Whoa, wait a minute.
I
don't even understand a light year. Never mind 300,000 light years. That's a bit far for me.
Got up right. I promise you, I was told that by a lady that when they're doing it, they kind of ruffle their wings and.
Let's see. Is it true that chickens have sex under the wings? I have no idea.
You have to read that out.
Maybe Grease knows more about that than I do.
To our chicken expert, Chris.
Well,
actually, Moose is also a chicken expert. He does chickens too. Not does them, but
Yeah, he does.
has
Yeah.
them.
He does have experience with that. So yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's just something that most people don't even think about. So
Yeah.
they say one farm beekeeper saying is that he works for the American farms, and he says that a lot of domesticated bees are dying.
Oh.
And we know about the bee deaths. We've heard about them a lot. But Janetix, I wish she was here because she could answer some of those questions. Because that's what her company does. The same thing. They work with different farms to help pollinate the crops.
Right.
So how is it? What's killing the bees?
What's killing the bees? Probably we're not planting enough.
All right, we got a
flowers.
dinger dogger. It's Tina. Hello, Tina. How you doing?
I don't know how to change my name.
It's
on
Leo, actually. And so not the other Tina. How you doing, Leo?
this. Yeah. How do you change your
Leo.
name on this?
Don't worry about it. No one
Seems
sees
good.
you. No one sees you
I
on the
know,
screen.
I know.
So
I
it's
don't
just
care. It seems like it used to be easier. I don't know what happened. I don't.
you
Well,
can
good
do-
morning,
What you
guys.
do is you change it, and I guess into your Google account. Well, you can
Oh, yeah,
create
yeah,
a
you're
second
right. You're
Google
right.
account.
I haven't used Google Meets in a long time.
Yeah, I know. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you can see we're covering some very interesting things this morning.
Yeah, a lot of hot button issues.
And some cold button ones too.
Do you know what I think is really bad? That woman that's missing. Every morning I get up, and that's the first thing I do.
You know, Tiger, I asked somebody, like, why is this, because there have gone, like, other people have gone missing, parents, grandparents. This is such a big case. I've never heard of this woman before. Granted, I want her to be found, but I don't know what.
Little old lady, I think.
Yeah, it's
Like
so
if it was
weird
a
that she
kid, I'd be the
disappeared.
same. I don't think I'd care as much if it was.
I mean, was her father a musician that did the song there, "Hello America"? Yeah, Guthrie there. He did the song "City of New Orleans." Is that why? Because her father was a musician that did "City of New Orleans." That's why it's a big deal.
Was he?
I don't know. Could it be? Could it have been her father?
Well, is that what's on the news? Yeah, we're talking about the
Guthrie
lady
case.
that was kidnapped
Right.
out of her home, and her daughter's like an anchor.
Yeah, she's a news anchor, Samantha Guthrie.
Yeah, have you heard it?
Her
Michelle?
daughter is a news anchor. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's been gone for ages now. How do you get rid of like a human being? Think about it.
And no evidence.
It's
Everything
weird.
everything that they found the blood. They said it wasn't her. They found that glove. They said that had nothing to do with it. Like, she just vanished.
And no one's like, there's no ransom. What's the point of it?
It's very odd.
Yeah. A handsaw, Tiger. A handsaw.
A handsaw.
A handsaw.
Someone suggesting that she had some connection to Epstein.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm sure look, since she's an old lady, I'm sure there's worse people than her if she did. So why would they pick her? It's weird.
I don't know. I really don't know.
To me, it seems staged because remember they had like that masked man or even a woman that was at her doorbell cam too. Whatever happened to that? That just kind of stopped too.
Yeah,
What
it's
happened to
all
that
very
guy?
strange.
Oh, bandsaw. Okay. So we say so. That's how you say to get rid of a personal bandsaw.
Oh, a bandsaw.
Now let's cut them up into little itty bitty pieces.
Actually,
like,
isn't it an all? Isn't it called an old saw? Old saw.
kind of what happened in Ronan's Hearst Mistress when they wanted to get rid of witnesses. And the family that was a family involving meat processing took care of destroying all the witness or all the bodies. Oh God.
Oh God.
Robert A. Heinlein had some really weird
Yeah,
stories
but the
back
thing
in the
is,
60s.
why? Why would anyone want to take an old lady and maybe murder her? Or what are you getting out of it? You've
How
got
do
to
we know
get
she's
some-
even murdered? That's just it.
Why would you want to just take somebody? It's very strange.
It's emotional distress. That's what they're aiming for.
It has to be to do with money somehow along the line. There has to be money involved.
You know, what if it's fame? What if they did this to maybe bring back some fame? Because who remembers Samantha Guthrie? Like, she's not no bigwig anymore. You know what I mean? What if this is all like a publicity stunt? I would be mad if it was. You don't
No,
play
it
people like
I'd be
It
mad
can't.
too, considering the fact it's all the money that we've been throwing at this and all publicity.
right. All the police, all the police and fire department, all the volunteers helping out. We're probably in the millions now.
I think it's real.
I pray that it isn't, but I think you're right. And it's one of these weird things that, again, like it just came out of the blue, this one person. It's not like somebody who's super rich, not somebody super famous. It's just a mother to a news anchor.
Yeah.
It's very
Life insurance job.
It's possibly
That's
that
what
could
I was
be too.
thinking.
But I think her daughters are quite well
Oh,
off.
it's kind of interesting that you said that, Chris, because when someone made all those fake obituaries about me, some people really think I'm dead. They find I'm still here. That's still, we can't get rid of one of them. I got rid of one of the obits. You got rid of one of the obits, but there's still a third obit that they can't erase. And Incognito had given up trying.
Thing is, they just put them back up again, Michelle. So you're fighting against trolls.
Yeah.
We made a law in Michigan now that if something like that happens and they find out who it is, which they have the stuff now to do that. They prosecute these people. They're prosecuting kids left and right here for online garbage like that.
Well, I hope so. I hope that someday that will become something that should be a regular thing everywhere.
Yeah, but the thing, Michelle, like when it was happening to me a few years ago when I went there and they acted like, oh, like it's no big deal, it's just you. But now all of a sudden it's a huge deal. It's a felony.
Well, I brought the situation up also on Fox News, and I put in my press release, focusing on how these trolls have caused so much damage to people, and also how these YouTube is promoting these drama channels, whereas legitimate content creators can't even get any recognition at all.
It actually affected your real life, Michelle, because wasn't it? Who was that woman that made an appointment to come and see you, but she looked up you online and thought you were dead?
She thought I was dead. Yeah.
No way.
They were almost ready to cancel me out of the program for the Board of Education Services of the Blind because of that.
Oh my God.
They were ready to basically sign my death warrant, my death certificate, because of that. So that's the problem. Fake information can affect real people. It doesn't. It's not funny. It's well, what happened if they got the Social Security?
Never give it out, Michelle.
Then I would be really screwed. You'll be out of benefits just like I'm out of benefits. You don't have benefits. Exactly. You'll be like the fugitive. You don't exist anymore.
I know a woman who sold her Social Security number and her kid's Social Security number for like thousands of dollars. Like, why the hell would you do that?
Well, people are short of money right now and desperate.
Yeah, but your kids, I don't know. I just think if you're not thinking the long game on that, you just destroyed your kids' financial future.
Yeah,
I say that's a pretty crappy
true.
move.
And you're certainly likely going to end up in Club Fed anyway. You know that. It's just, you could also basically lose your Social Security money too. Especially if because it's considered fraud. So yeah, it would be bad news for everybody. Oh, by the way, Tina Rocker asked me in a message. She says, am I welcome to come back to the channel? I said, yes, you're welcome to come back to the channel. We'd like you to come back to the channel.
That's nice
But
of
we
you.
would like you very much if you please stop making everybody think that, that we're evil and monsters. We're not. We always welcomed you here.
What? What is she doing?
I don't know what she's doing now, but she did DM
Well,
me.
Tina was making videos about this show and because she got upset with other people. She was taking it out on the show.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought Michelle and her were friends.
Well, let's be honest, Michelle. You do poke at Tina a little bit.
Yeah, I
you're
posted
always
Tina
going
a
on
little
about.
bit,
You're always
but again,
comparing
that
yourself
was
to
nothing
her.
compared to what she did to us first. She really.
Oh, no. I guess you're even Stevens now, but there's a lot of times when you've talked about her weight, her laziness, her, you always compare, oh, I'm better than Tina. It's quite hurtful for her, maybe.
I think the reason why she talked a lot about her way she did was she felt that, I think maybe in a way she was actually felt inadequate, like she wasn't good enough. In her own way, she is good enough.
Yeah, I think she's funny when she's relaxed and funny. She's great,
right?
But then when she gets mad, she just
goes off the deep end.
Yeah, she needs to relax before she goes crazy.
Oh, yeah. By the way, do you know how many people have been watching that video? The Drama Free clip? You wouldn't believe it. There's over 122 views on that.
Really?
Yes. Wow. It's going out all over the internet.
Going viral.
And I'm sure the news editor of Fox News has watched it too.
Well,
and I don't know what reporter they're going to send out, if any reporter, but I'm hoping that they will send out a reporter, because I would be, as I said, I'd be more than willing to be interviewed on this topic if you guys are willing to cover it. I mean, I'll be kind of a shorter type story, not a major headliner.
I don't know if Fox News is going to be interested in this channel. And there's a lot of bigger news going on in the world, isn't there?
Well, it's certainly not no Guthrie case. But it affects YouTube in general, how the drama channels and AI slop both have been destroying YouTube's credibility for channels that are trying to create healthier content. And Blazing Leo knows what I'm talking about. She's dealt with the trolls too. She knows exactly what I'm getting at.
Well, I think we all have, especially if anyone who's been on this channel long enough. We've gone up against the worst of the worst from over here.
They are the worst of the worst here. But I don't think that
Leo has been
them
around here
at their worst.
since
Yeah.
Leo has been around here since the dark years, even before you came in, Tiger. So Leo
Yeah.
knows more what this channel was like in the past. If you want to ever ask her about the dark years, you guys would probably find it very scary. We had so many people try to come help us fix the channel, from Ron the Church, Blaze and Leo, Monica, so many that were driven off by those trolls.
I miss Monica. I liked her.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear from Monica or no?
No, I haven't heard from her recently at all.
That's a shame. Yeah, they were really bad to her. And she was a good lady.
She was a good lady, so was Ron the Church.
I don't think I met Rhonda Church before.
Oh.
I think she left right as I came in.
They were both online, and I used to talk to her on the phone. So, and Ron the Church really...
I know Brian Hay hates Ron the Church.
Yeah, I know. He hates Ron the Church. I get that. Chris Bliss says, I think the news would be interested in the point that Michelle is making. Yeah, definitely would be. They may not.
Well, I just don't want her to get her hopes up. She reached out to Fox News. And
I'm going to try to reach out to a
I
few
think they'll
other
give a
companies
chance
as well.
at you back. Maybe, you think?
I could try to reach out to CBS News next, and maybe ABC and NBC. The problem is some of those other ones, they're more leftist, and I don't know if they want to take the case, because it's definitely... I mean, sure, I can go out to the Blaze, but if you're going to go to Blaze, you might as well go to InfoWars too. But InfoWars already knows about YouTube, because they had their own issues with YouTube.
If I was you, Michelle, I would reach out to people like Nick Shirley, Tyler Oliveria, I think his name is. These guys are a lot more, I don't know.
If you have a list of news, news organizations, at least by names, you can just send them to me in an email, and I could try to find their links.
Well, they're the YouTubers. Like Nick Shirley's the one that found out the Minnesota fraud. So these people are like hot right now, and they're being taken more serious than NBC, ABC, Fox, because they're real people.
Right, exactly. That's why I thought Fox was the best of the major ones, because they seem to be trying really hard to keep things, legitimate. Whereas, you get into ABC, you get the stupid thing like The View, which has got to be the biggest load of hooey I have ever heard in my life.
Did you see The View? They're all like on Donald Trump about being on Epstein's list, and every single person on The View were on Epstein's list.
I didn't know that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so that's why they dropped it. They're like, well, it doesn't matter if you're on the list.
Chris Bliss says China's using TikTok to corrupt American youth. I don't think it's just American youth issue, Chris, but definitely, yeah.
Well, did they pass the law yet? I don't know if it's just a state law. Anyone under the age of 16 cannot be on social media. I don't know if that's something
It's in Australia. They have it in Australia also. 16 years
Australia?
old, and the same thing in the UK.
Well, they're working on it here. They
it's in Texas.
There are no cell
it's a Texas
phones
law.
allowed in
Yeah.
school.
I don't know if Louisiana got it.
Kids won't be able to go on YouTube anymore.
Right.
Wow. That's going to affect YouTube, isn't it? What about
But
all
you
the
know
kids
what, though?
shit on YouTube?
But you guys know as well as I do that those kids are
I
very
think that it's
creative
just-
ways to find a way to circumvent this ID thing. Now they want to do ID requirements for Discord.
Yeah, well, I think that's gonna start happening with a lot of platforms. How else are you gonna weed out the kids, you know, and let's face it, that's the problem here. We've got
Where are we going to
emotionally
store
and
all our
mentally disturbed
IDs?
people
Who's
and
going to be
children.
maintaining the archives of all the ID information? Because once you start putting out ID cards on the internet, someone's going to find a way to use those cards for nefarious purposes. That's what I'm afraid of. If they see my ID, my ID, Connecticut ID numbers on it and everything, all of a sudden some hacker cracker is going to go out there and start buying IDs and try to impersonate me. It's going to be worse than it was when someone making fake obituaries about me, because all of a sudden now your identity's been stolen.
Well, I think the identity part is going to be more like, we want to see a credit card and your like picture ID.
Right, but they want to see picture ID.
Right. That's not going to be a public thing though, unless you're saying. I mean, they can keep.
It's not supposed to be a public thing, but you know how the internet is. It doesn't stay private long.
But I mean, they could find out that information too without even, going through YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So
how many times has my information been leaked in breaches from companies they work with? Like T-Mobile has had many data breaches. I mean, come on. Their information is out there. The Social Security number data breaches from Social Security Administration that affected millions of Social Security recipients is still something that we're hurting from too. That this is already things that are happening. And these are supposed to be private and secure. Well, guess what? They're not. So what's the answer? I mean, I
think, well, I guess they don't know, do they? Do you think people will be wanting to take your ID, Michelle, and get into your bank account?
And Social Security already has my ID. I mean, not Social Security. Actually, they do too, but I mean, so does AdSense, because I had to show ID when I set up my AdSense account from when I was monetized. So they have my ID on file for AdSense.
Okay, so I think you're safe. I mean, if they've been able to keep that under wraps, that's just for AdSense.
But also YouTube is part of Google, which means they also have the ID. Because I also one time had to file a report of somebody trying to impersonate me. So I had to send my ID to YouTube as well. And other companies have my IDs as well.
Okay. Nads wants to know about Tina. So apparently she messaged Michelle, from what I gather, and asked if she was allowed to come back here for some unknown reason. And Michelle said, of course you can come back here, but I can't remember what the but was. What was the but?
Yeah, well, she's more than welcome to come back here. But no, here's the problem. The fact is that the kids, their minds are still in formation. They are very misled, especially younger kids. The problem is they're also very creative. They're going to find ways to get IDs so they can go ahead, get on here. Even if they have to steal their parents' ID. Why not? Just borrow mom and dad's driver's license, take a snapshot of it with their phone, put it back in their parents' wallet so they don't know it's gone. Go up there on the internet, especially if they're a faceless channel. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You're an adult. And the kid's only 14, which is a violation of the terms of service, but that still just proves the point. Come on. I was 14 at one time, and I know the tricks. I just didn't have an easy phone to do it with. And then, of course, the problem is that you got some adults that act like kids, too, which don't help either. That's when the problem starts.
What happened with you guys in Red? How come he doesn't come over here anymore?
In Red's channel?
No, what I mean, why did
Why
she
they
come over
do-
here?
He started banning a lot of people and banning people in the Discord, and it just I don't know. People were getting into it with him. And then one day I wasn't here actually, and then I came back after a few days, and he'd blocked me. He'd blocked everybody on the Discord, and he'd gone.
Yeah.
That's how I found out he'd gone.
He's having one of his fugues.
Not now. This is way back.
Yeah. That's a shame.
And which question was that, David S? If I had kids, I wouldn't have internet access without me around.
Well, I'd like to address that with Chris Bliss. I used to say the same thing, but you cannot get past it because their schooling is internet. All their like entertainment is internet. Like you cannot stop them from going on internet. That's the problem.
The minute you get them a smartphone, then they have access to it 24/7. Even in school, study in the library, media centers, they have computers with internet. It's everywhere. That's the problem. It's everywhere. It's just. But the thing is, there are people on the internet, even though they're adults, they are actually in it for their own modus operandi, making money,
creepy people,
manipulating. Yeah, we know the ones. So what's the answer? I mean,
keep it. I don't know. I've been sitting there thinking it's probably best they don't go on social media.
I wish they'd go back to just like books. I don't understand. Everything is Chromebook. Everything is through the internet. They don't write properly anymore. My daughter can't even read cursive.
Yeah,
they're hurting
no,
the
they
kids
can't.
so much with what they're teaching them.
That's because handwriting is no longer being taught anymore. That's why.
Right. They're going to go back to it now, though. They're going to start implementing. They have to know how to sign their name. Kids don't even know how to sign their name.
It's just a bunch of scribbles for them.
Right. How are you going to sign like a document? Everything's online, like the stupid electronic signatures. That is so easy to, hack.
I mean, the electronic signature that they come up with when some of the forms looks better than the actual signature. Like sometimes I thought about ripping it off and using it as a rubber stamp. That looks like a better looking signature than my pen scrawl.
Oh, sorry, David. So yeah, the question was about Tina being allowed to come back. So you said, yeah, she can come back to Tina. This is what you're telling him.
Yeah, I told her she can come back. Yeah, absolutely.
What was the but? When you messaged her, what did you tell her?
I said, yeah, she can come on back. I just don't understand why you used to said all this mean stuff about us, considering we were accepted and part of our community.
Oh. That was the book.
Well, yeah, that's kind of Chris Bliss. That's kind of something some parents, if they have time, are doing. Is that they're teaching the kids themselves homeschooling, but that's not available for every parent, especially parents that have to work a job. Maybe
even homeschooling sucks because they're still constantly on the computer. They're not.
Oh yeah, even more.
It's not like science class like back like when I was younger, and I'm sure like you guys went science class. You went outside, you looked at nature, and you performed, whatever you had to do in nature,
right?
Hands-on type stuff. Now everything, like they don't even know what a leaf feels like because they view it on a computer screen. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's, being a little, eccentric about it. But my
Right.
kid, it just amazes me. She's a straight A student, but the stuff that I see her do, I'm like, yeah, well, you should know this stuff. Why aren't they not challenging the kids? They're giving them a basic education, and then they're pushing them out the door, and they don't know anything.
Right. Exactly. Where you and I and Tiger Kitty had to really work hard to get our certifications.
Yeah. Well, we were taught, we grew up in a generation that you work hard, you pay your dues, and in the end, you're rewarded. Now they teach you're rewarded now and people should pay for you. And I'm not even kidding. I've had to tell my kids so many times, that's not how the world works.
Right.
You pay your own way.
Now remember, Tiger, of course, came from the UK, and their education system is a little different than us. I mean, but they're still very specific things that they want the students to know when they do their GCSEs and their A levels. They have to do, which would be like, that would be our GCSEs would be like for what will be from 9th to 10th or 9th grade, and the A levels, which would be to cover junior and senior high school. They are required to do certain minimum expectations so they can go to university. They can't just go to university just because, they think they got it all together. They have to show competence, just as we did in standardized testing in the United States and Connecticut. I mean, I didn't. That's an important part of it. Our education system in this country has been so cheapened, literally cheapened.
It is bad.
Oh, so Nad's signature is 2 stars. Wow. And they let you do that?
Really? That's interesting.
She caught shit for doing an X.
So we're using the equivalent of symbols now for signatures, pictograms, and wingdings. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's too easy to copy, isn't it? 2 stars. I guess it depends where they are.
It's almost like we're writing in hieroglyphics now, because everything on the computers now is all pictures. It's not words anymore. You don't even have a word for upload. It's just a whoop up arrow. Whoop. How many times? So I could just imagine if someone's kid's name calls this John Uploader Smith. I'd probably show a toilet, an uploader, and show an anvil as his signature. Probably. Toilet, upload symbol, and an anvil. Is that your signature, son? Yes, it is. Okay.
So night show tonight.
Yes, it is. The Discord panel tonight. And I'd love to see Leo be part of that, but she's not on Discord for reasons that I understand, so. Maybe we can get Brutally Lauren on here, though. That'd be kind of cool.
What are your night shows about? Just kind of like a day show, just a little.
Just kind of ding-a-donger. It is Noodles. Go ahead, Noodles. How you doing?
Hey, Michelle.
Oh,
So, have you seen my spray paint art yet, Michelle? I'm doing. Wait, hold on.
Noodles, did you get the message I sent you today?
No. On Discord?
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
By the way, Blazing Leo is
Oh,
on a panel
about-
with us today.
About Washington State?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone came in and told me. I made a phone call yesterday and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Anyway, so Noodles, we have Blazing Leo on the panel with us today.
I'm going to be honest with you. When someone doesn't know what to do, that's when it's really dangerous. And I'll text it to you later.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
Yeah, but we already kind of set up originally for doing that with the Discord on Saturdays. I really would hate to keep changing the setup over and over again. So, your sound just took a nosedive.
The show took a nosedive. Why?
No, the sound did. His audio did.
Your audio sounds like shit. Everyone else's audio sounds great.
All right, your audio sounds better now. Fixed. Oh, I got plenty of bits. 3,152 kilobits per second. So that's good.
I'm doing Michelle. I'm doing spray paint art of you, Michelle. I don't know if you can see the spray paint art.
I see it.
I got your teeth. I got your hair. I got your dress. It's gonna be awesome.
By the way,
Michelle.
the good news is my teeth won't look like that forever. I'm gonna be going for
What's
special deep cleaning on the 9th.
Yeah, by the way, Michelle, everything you said about that is not true. I've looked it up. You're not getting anything cut. They don't cut your gums. They're not doing any of that. It's just the same as what we get with that high water thing, but they go under the gum a bit. It's going to be sore.
They go under the gum a bit. Yeah. And in case some of them
around,
and some of them they're gonna have to go down further down because
I'd love a video of it because I've seen like videos of people with really blacky teeth get that done and big chunks come off. It's kind of nice to watch.
Oh, it sounds like a catharsis.
Your mouth's gonna feel so strange after.
I know. But the only problem is the one who has the loosey goosey is gonna come right out with my
and they're gonna bleed a lot, and that you'll probably go on antibiotics. But it's not gonna be anything like you said. You're gonna cut the gums open. They're not doing any of that.
So what about the tooth that's really loosey goosey? That he said he probably has to come out anyway because there's one tooth that's so loose it's ridiculous. That's so molded in with my plastic teeth that when he pulled the plastic teeth out, it's gonna come out with it.
Well, then that saves him a job. Look, if it's that loose, just pull it.
Okay, that's another thing. We started getting money last night for the trip noodles. We said about $500 US. But I want to know if you're still committed to going to Hall, New Jersey, because we need to know if that's still going to be a thing.
When is this, Michelle?
It's going to be in April 9th, I believe, in Hall, New Jersey.
9th and 10th.
Okay. All right.
There is no computer show on Friday night. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday.
I'll be right back, Michelle.
Okay. I've been working really hard to try to get more activities going on here, Leo. That's the one thing that this channel does a lot. When me and Noodles go out together, we tend to do pretty good.
I've always enjoyed when you went out. It was nice seeing you experience new things.
Oh yeah. And so do I. I enjoy seeing the experience new things too. Let me see how my solar charger's doing my panel here. Yeah, it's charging. That's cool.
Cool. Solar panels are charging.
Yeah, I was having plugged right into the mains power adapter right now. So
you have a solar panel?
Yeah, I have a solar panel. It's in the window. The problem is it's been cloudy for so many days. It really hadn't had a chance to charge anything.
Well, that's cool. So, is it a solar panel charger? Is that what it is?
It's a little portable setup that's good for camping and stuff. It's like a 70-watt solar panel, and then you have a separate power bank inverter that plugs into it. So
how do you like it? Would you recommend it? I want to get one of those.
I would recommend it at least as a backup. I wouldn't suggest running your whole house on it.
No. I want so I want to try to get more into camping, and I want to take my
absolutely.
kids.
Then you'd be fine. But I would do is just make sure when it's really dark and overcast, you may not want to plug the solar charger into the power bank. But yeah, I did a full review on it. It's really cool device. It works really well.
Okay. You said you did a review on it?
Oh yeah, it's on the
I'll
video.
have to watch it.
Actually, it was a series of shorts I actually did, showing its setup and how it worked, and it's pretty cool. I'm going to make a bigger one from my apartment using more stationary panel, permanent panel with a bigger battery, charge controller. But basically,
Michelle, did you see what our governor of Michigan did? She was trying to usher in that solar.
Hold on a minute. Someone's ringing my doorbell. Hold on a minute.
That was a doorbell?
Jimmy. Yeah, her doorbell's one that you twist.
Oh. Yeah, they were trying to usher in that solar here, and now she completely collapsed that industry in our country, in our state. So all these green people and people that invested in solar in Michigan, everything just went belly up because of what she did.
I think solar's expensive.
It is expensive, and yeah, I don't really agree with it, to be honest. But to promise people, all these people invested, I feel so bad for them.
Oh, that's easy. This creates light. This creates light.
It's got its place for sure. Like especially like with what Michelle's using it for, and like I would love to get like a bunch of solar stuff for camping.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's good to like be running down, your house.
Jimmy just coughed on her. If she gets sick, remember everybody, Jimmy just coughed on her.
Trip fund.
Downloaded contact.
Trip fund.
Trip fund.
So
Woo!
what you're gonna have to figure out some other way to set that up.
You can call it.
There's no one to call.
Why?
By the way, what's going on downstairs? All the work you're doing down there.
We're gonna change the door. It's okay.
I know. He saw you change the door, but I'm like, why? I mean, that's why. I'm just curious. So when is the new Windows coming?
Come in. It's okay. It's okay. I wanted this number.
I can't do anything with that right now. You really can't. You're gonna have to figure out what your password is.
Okay.
Okay.
The guy's working. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for coming over and disrupting my day.
Passwords,
Thank
and I don't know
you.
what they are, and then I have to sit there and figure him out.
You don't have to.
Okay, so what did your governor do that was so Oh, thank you so much. I just saw the donations came in.
Trip fund.
Oh my goodness.
What are we at now?
Thank you so much.
What are we at now, Michelle?
Brain dead. Okay, so what happened, Leo, with your governor, your state?
Oh, I was just saying that she was pushing for a lot of the solar and the green energy for people to invest in it, and then all of a sudden, Elon Musk and Trump, he was getting away from it. So she just flipped it on them, and all those people that came to the state and were investing, like they opened businesses, she just destroyed their business on empty promises. I think I'm not 100% like in love with people getting solar. It's expensive, like Tiger Kitty said. It's it's going to create a lot of waste. I don't think that we need, but it's still
the biggest problem is Alec of Technology Connections pointed out with the solar farms is the fact is you and me have one thing in common. We live in states that don't get a lot of sun. So you're talking about huge amounts of land area just to store or have all those solar panels on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so what means is, what are you gonna do if you're not gonna be able to generate enough electricity? Because you got these AI data centers. We were talking about this yesterday. These things are sucking so much power. They don't even have. A lot of them do not have their own energy production facilities at all. They depend on the utility grid. Our utility grid is about ready to blow a fuse. That doesn't have enough power to keep those things running, as well as, especially in the wintertime. We don't make enough electricity because it kept shutting down the coal-powered plants. And the nuclear power plants, they're starting to rebuild them, but we need...
Morning, N60.
They just opened up the one they just shut
Thank you
down.
so much.
To try to outdonate me.
Here, so the nuclear's back on. And I don't know how I feel about that either. I was always brought up to say that's bad. So I don't know anything about nuclear.
Well, nuclear power is a love-hate relationship with it. Considering the fact is that one of the plants that is being reopened is 3 Mile Island. The 1978, remember, they had that major calamity with nuclear reactor 2. That's forever closed. But nuclear reactor 1 was retired in the early 2000s, and now Microsoft has bought that plant to generate power for its new AI data center in that area. But what exactly are we going to gain with all these AI plants? What happens when the AI bubble bursts? And all of a sudden, we're going to be stuck with things that are bigger than even a super Walmart with a space.
Yeah, you're right.
And look what happened over in Ontario, California, Amazon distribution center. They were forced to close because they were using way too much electricity, like 11 megawatts for the distribution center. And the state told them, you have to generate your own electricity. And the problem is that they found out they didn't have enough roof area, permitting, everything. Plus, they're paying like a $500,000 a day fine. That finally Amazon just had to throw his hands in the air and say, we're closing this because we can't afford it. Now, the whole Amazon distribution network for California is a total pear-shaped mess because that was a major distribution point for Amazon. Because they couldn't meet the state mandates for self-generating power.
Wow. So they shut that whole place down and can't use it at all?
Yep, and all those jobs and contractors that work for them are out of a job now.
See, that's what I mean. Like, when you start looking into, like, all the failures of what, like, during Obama, during, like, I don't know if the Clintons, if that's where, like, things started going downhill. I don't like
Right. Gavin Newsom and his California government was ones that wanted this. They wanted California to do green initiatives of their own. But it really
it just amazes me that people aren't more like, what are these people doing to our country?
Well, clearly they're not doing any good to our country. They're
not making the right decisions. Like, and this is why I like Donald Trump so much. I am not saying the guy is an angel.
No, his tariff thing is a mistake.
Things, but he is a smart man. He has done very well. And
one of the one things that he did that I agreed is he put an emergency injunction in to save a coal power plant in Colorado that would have been forced to shut down because of Biden's administration.
Michelle, he brought back the Michigan, or not Michigan, sorry, the steel industry. He brought it back. He's saving our country. I mean, he's such a blessing. We could have been in a third world country. in a couple of years. But I don't know why people don't.
I
see
still
it.
stand by what I said. Is I think in the case of tariffs, I think you put the cart before the horse, or in this case, the tariffs before the factories were already here. The ones that they wanted to bring the new ones in, they didn't build them yet because after
I just sent you
Biden
50
came
bucks,
in
Michelle.
after Trump was defeated, all of a sudden, all the factories that were going to come back here said, "No, we don't have to move back anymore. There's no incentive for us to go back to the U.S."
Michelle, I just sent you 50 bucks.
Oh,
So
my
we need
goodness.
to add up now how much you've got for the friggin' trip.
I would say right now, just mathematically in my head, I'm going to say we got, besides all the memberships we got yesterday, I'm going to say we got close to about 200, 220 right now.
Well, we don't need to just close. We need to know. You're
Now, if we can go over $500, then we can certainly use the extra money for more fun stuff on the trip, too.
but
You know, maybe stay at a
needs to
nicer
be a bit
hotel
more
with a nice.
organised than this, is what I'm saying. Oh, whatever the moment doesn't matter. You're doing a fundraiser for a trip.
Right.
People need to know what the goal is, and they need to know how many are down.
I already calculated just roughly we need a minimum of 500 to make sure we had money for gas, fuel, hotel room. It's $44 a person for admissions per day. So that's $88 for two
Right.
people. And so we need at least a hotel room for one night, maybe two. I don't see why we shouldn't do it for 2 nights. Because, I mean, even if Noodles decides to go there Friday night to the hotel, you know, he's going to be tired. He knows that the next day we're going to be going out there in this, vintage computer festival. And he knows I'm going to be like a golden retriever. He knows I'm going to be jumping all over him. Because I'll be looking
And
at all the
also, Chris doesn't count her PayPal donations. She won't count that.
Oh, yes, I
You need
will.
to count the PayPal.
Yes, I will.
All right. Well, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. That's one of the reasons I suggest people use
Michelle
this.
Hammer is bullying me.
Also, if you upload using Botrix, Botrix one will give you on-screen bling, which will still help me to keep track of
I just
everything.
prefer having a running total so you know where you're at and people know where you're at. Having I don't know, it's about 100, about 150. It's like there's no goal because no one knows what the fucking donation pile is.
Well, you know, it's funny they have a goal option. You know, the thing is, it's for memberships. It's not for money. I just looked at the goal option right here. If I click on it, they can see I can do like 10 super chats. They can see how much. It's like $5 or higher.
I think these things are no good. I think these are per show, isn't it, as well? This is like you can't keep it rolling over. We need somebody to be keeping count of it all.
That's where AdSense takes care of that for me. I know exactly how much
I guess, yeah, and we'll just look at your, it's not going to be
AdSense, yeah. Like right now, from last month, I got $270. That $270 was nothing that was mentioned for trip. And
no, that's your money.
So let's just use that as the baseline. Anything over $270 is for the trip. Because until yesterday, we didn't even start getting in trip donations. So, and at that time, it was $232 before last night. So,
no, hang on. Is this true, chat, that she didn't get one donation for the trip until... No, that's not true, Michelle. You got donations for the trip the day before that.
Yeah.
The day before yesterday, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it just started yesterday.
I think it just started yesterday. We started getting the donations coming in specifically for
Brain Dead.
Hammer. And also, Xena also donated in. They're known as famous person So
See?
last night
That's
she
very
really
nice.
was putting a lot of money out. There was actually a membership war going on. There was like a total of 30 memberships were given out.
That's fantastic.
So
Oh,
all
thank
that's
you.
got to be added in when I look at the super chats by the end of the month. Then I can go ahead and give you
That's
the
enough for a penthouse. Oh, at the Hilton. Yeah, you could have a nice bubbly bath and
I don't know about staying at the Hilton. I don't think they have a Hilton in Wall, New Jersey. But maybe we could stay at a nicer hotel with a nice little jacuzzi.
I know, Chris. Yeah. Michelle, after today's show, do you think you can go back to Wednesday and donations from Wednesday? I believe, but I might be wrong. It might even be before then.
Well, the first thing we need to know what Noodles is, because he knows New Jersey better than me, is what towns are close to Wall, New Jersey. And that's where we're going to have to start looking for hotels. Because if we get too far away, that almost makes it a moot point, because he lives an hour away from Wall, New Jersey. So for me to go to hotels.com, I can go ahead and put the reservations in for the tickets like next week or something when I get paid.
I'm pretty sure that Wednesday you had a $20 donation for the trip so whatever you got yesterday plus a 20 and whatever you got today.
Let me see if I can find that information. I do know it does show up. I do know where it is in my analytics.
I know she's done this before. It's never organized enough. Like, you should have a piece of paper next to you or something on
the computer keeps logs
like
of
every
it.
time you get a donation, take it down, take the number down.
I was just trying to point out to you, the analytics does have numbers on the screen, all super chats, super stickers, super thanks in your analytics. There's a whole separate section for that. Plus, there's also one for memberships too. So we can look that up.
Right.
Chris says, you've done this before. Yeah, we've done this before. How do you think we beat for Chiller Theater?
Yeah, but it was a cock up. It
wasn't a mess up. We actually got the money before we were even supposed to start the pledge break.
Well, that's true.
We got the money, then went right into my checking account. It then immediately went right out my credit card so that I could put the order on my credit card so I didn't have to worry about my debit card getting locked because it was a foreign ATM an unusual transaction. So when I had to do it that way because of the way that the new anti-fraud system on the banks go now.
Right, yeah, I know. It's just would be nice if tonight you could do, like, come in with, this is how much we've got. Then if you get any,
let's see if I can get some of the numbers on the screen now.
Do this thing.
Hold on a minute here. Let's see if I can go to analytics. Right now, let's go to the revenue section. And there is, you want to take a look at all the memberships, super shit, connected stores, trends, content. Okay, you want to find super chat, super stickers. How much are you earning right now? We have it here, $237.36. It's a few days behind. High making money on memberships, $186.29. Supers and gifts, $101.15. Watch page ads, $30.27. Church feeds ads, 30 cents. That's for right now. I can go look at the detail membership, supers and gifts, and I do that. Let's see if I can get the itemized summary of this. See more detail. This gets really complicated.
All right, Michelle. I don't know how to do this.
Here's what you need to know. Michelle is actually seriously looking at the numbers now. And we are making money. We also got...
Okay, we're making money, guys. That's all you need to fucking know, okay? We're making money. Who cares about the fucking numbers? We care about the numbers.
Also, we have recent activity members. You can see who renewed.
Usually we care about the numbers. We're going to do the numbers every 2 hours. But now we don't give a fuck about the numbers.
I was going to say,
coming in.
I'm here. I'm going to mute, though, because I'm going to go outside and feed my birds. So if you talk to me, I won't hear you.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to try to help me figure out how to decode some of these formulas, if you know how to read through analytics, and you can teach Tiger how to read through them.
What do you mean you can teach Tiger how?
I'm saying is that since you're an administrator, you can help me read through these numbers if you want to see them. You just go on as your administrator account. You can look at my analytics. Everything's there. It's just that YouTube buries everything. It's just, you guys know I said we need a minimum of 500. We already made some of that money already.
Right,
So the numbers will be added up that we just got from yesterday to today. Probably in about 2 days, those numbers will be in the system.
Okay. So it looks like everything's going well with the
yes,
money.
Everything's going well. Now, as far as the teeth goes, I wonder how well that's going to go. Well, you got that money separate. You already have the ally card ready set to go for that. Yes, I do. Yeah. But I'm sure that Leo knows what I'm talking about when I talk about the debit cards.
Feeding a bird.
If I paid for the hotel room on my debit card, they can lock my card because it's an unusual transaction. I've already had this happen once before. It's like the bank will lock your card and refuse to allow it to process because it's so unusual. Same thing with Vintage Computer Fest tickets. That's one of the reasons why I gotta send the money into my debit card, to my credit card.
Right. It's not that big a deal, though, is it? You're just doing that online, aren't you?
Yeah. But I can't use my debit card online because they'll lock it. So I have to put the money into my credit card from my checking account, and then I can pay for the tickets. That's the problem. Because these anti-fraud systems at the bank now are really locking down everything.
Wow.
Noodles ran into the same problem when he went to Great Barrington to get some Mary Jane. He wanted to use his debit card. He couldn't pay for it, and they locked his account because it was an out-of-state transaction instead of being in the state of New Jersey. That's one of the reasons why I'm getting cash out of the bank now instead of using my debit card. I can't afford to have my debit card get locked because it's such a pain in the ass to unlock it. Have you ever run into that, Leo? Because I'm sure you have.
Leo's feeding her birds.
Oh, okay. I don't think Grok can do it. I don't have an API set up for Grok to keep track of the numbers. Although some people have done things similar to
It's not that difficult, is it? You start off with a number, and then you just take off.
Right, like I just
donation.
Said. Right now,
you don't have to do it every donation either, if that's too difficult. You could just start off the beginning of the show with, okay, guys, I need another $230.
I would say that's actually what we need. Just 200 more. because I think we just hit 500 from giving yesterday and the donations that we just got today. I think we got close to 250 to 275 already.
Wow, this is going fucking wow. It's only been like 3 days.
And like I said,
Right.
in about 2 days, the information will be updated in my AdSense for the month
Right.
of...
So thank you, everybody. That's very, very nice.
And then the $50 I was sent to PayPal, I could leave it in there. And I'll add that in with the AdSense numbers. Chris, I keep track of it just fine. It's not a matter of keeping track of it. It's the fact is that, I mean, sure, I could transfer it to my Cash App card, but it's going to take a couple of days for the funds to transfer from my PayPal to my
Thank you, Gamma.
Oh, my goodness. Thank
What's
you
the
so
total
much
dollar
again.
dollar?
Probably about 280 right now, approximately, for the trip.
Yeah. Approximately.
Yeah. I'll have the more official score in about 2 days when they after YouTube adds up all the numbers that just came in, plus all the advertising revenue. That's gonna be one big chunk.
Zena donated $100. That was very nice. Very nice of her.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Wow. Noodles will enjoy his food, and so will Michelle and their hotel room.
I know he was very happy he didn't have to sleep in the van last time.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not a bad little inn.
You know what he really enjoyed out of that last
And in
trip?
fact,
He didn't have to really do much.
So
You organised it all. You organised the whole thing, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm going to organize it all again, too.
Yeah.
Do banks have pennies? Yeah, they do. Some banks do. You know what? I got pennies. I got a whole freaking purse full of them. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and wash them, and then I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to bring them to the bank eventually and say, here, give this to me in paper money. I got so many coins, it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, M60 said he could help me put something together for that.
I mean, you're doing fantastic, to be honest. If it's only been 3 days, and
in fact, all you have to do is just get access to the YouTube Studio API, and AdSense information's right there. Yeah.
do you have to pay for those money tracker things or whatever? Michelle, can you not just work out how
you
to
know what?
put
That's
one on?
another thing too. If we use bot tricks to do it, it could actually track the money separately. Because it actually, that's why I'm saying use bot tricks. And what that does is that they have their own tracking system, so which would be independent from YouTube's. But for everybody who uses super chat, super stickers, and super thanks, it's just easier to do it through the YouTube one. Because if you do a bot tricks one, it's just gonna confuse the hell out of me.
So you know how to do all this.
So right now I have to add all the numbers up. So right now no one's donated through bot tricks yet. I already told you the goal amount. It's 500. I already told you what's in the bank right now, or what's in the account right now.
Dollars always win 500.
DL James, he could easily drop $500 US right in an account one time. Well, think about that. What would you do if you get 500 extra right now? 500 extra would be like $750. That means that we could totally shut down the goal right there. Hey, guess what? We just made $750. We're done. But I would probably have to keep the score running because people.
Good morning, Golden Girl.
Golden Girl, how you doing today? Good morning.
Well, I mean, you're going to reach the goal, I would say, because you've started this early enough
Yeah.
that you can just keep it rolling over.
And since I'm going to be paid by YouTube AdSense on Monday, because today's Saturday, today's the 21st, so they don't pay on the weekend. So on Monday when I get the direct deposit from AdSense, it's $270 and change from the month of January.
You're still talking about the fundraising?
Well, this is regular. This is the regular AdSense we're talking about. What I got in January, I made $270. Okay, so I still gotta pay
money.
I still gotta pay Amazon $100. I still gotta pay Capital One or Capital. Which one's Capital Card? You said. Oh, it's both of them. It's a clear card, the crystal card, and the other card. I gotta pay them $170 to pay those guys off. So, is that right? You're close to it's Ally. You gotta pay that. Oh, Ally. Okay, so Capital One, so Amazon and Ally, and then the crystal card. Okay, and then on the third you pay the regular Capital One card.
Oh, Braid had spent his last dollar trying to out-donate Hammer. Oh.
Last dollar trying to out-donate Hammer.
Well, anyway, yeah, you don't need to out-donate people because you're going to reach the goal. I wouldn't sweat it.
Well, reach the goal, and you guys have a good time, too, because you'll be able to see computer stuff. You'll be able to see me. Maybe Veronica Explains will be there. That'd be nice if you could meet Veronica Explains in person. Veronica, she seems like a really nice person.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, well, she's a very, very strong advocate for the computer industry. She's quite fascinating.
Woohoo!
She lives in the same state that Leo lives in.
Oh, no, don't meet her, Michelle.
Yeah, sounds
Michigan are not good. Just
the good thing, though, it is next to the sea, so you will be able to maybe have a nice little beach.
Yeah. The beach. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. $19.99, baby.
Thank you so much.
That's about $300 estimated right now. I think right now we're about $300 right now. $300? Yeah.
Chris Bliss, I've noticed, has been very good to you and your channel, Michelle. And I just love to see that.
And the way we do it, because if you go here to fan funding, these are all the donations I see. I missed a couple.
No, but I mean, even like including you, like doing shows with you. I mean, he's a great guy.
So we started out with, let's add it up. Okay, we made $10, $20, that's $30. Another $10, that's $40. Another $10, that's $50. Another $10, that's $60. Another $19.99. Just round it up. That's what is that? $80.
This is like one of those telethons from like Jerry Lewis's kids.
Yeah,
and then back all the donations.
That's amazing.
That's Botrix has a tool for that. Oh yes, you just get another donation. Oh, okay. So that's almost
designated trip money.
That's almost like that's almost like $90 right now, just from today.
Yeah, you need to do the maths, Michelle. Not now.
Is Chris Bliss going on the trip too? Or he just wants to see Michelle go on it?
Oh, I guess you could, couldn't you, Chris?
Yeah, because don't they live close?
Yeah.
Because I do know that Botrix does have a function to do that. I don't know how it works with Super Chat, Super Stickers, because that just adds a whole nother level of complexity, because that's a different API. But I would say right now, if we keep it with the YouTube tools, it's easy to do. Oh, I can find out the information from last night's donations. Let's see if I can get that numbers on the screen for you guys. from last night.
God.
So I go to last night's live stream. You take a look at last night's. Let's go to here. I think it should be in here now. Revenue. Oh, actually, no, that's not calculated. And yeah, it's still processing. Oh, shoot.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
again.
Dan. That's
Basic
another
math
That's like $100 so far. All right, so
Right. And then you said you got.
let's see if I can get the information from yesterday morning. Okay, so let's go back to yesterday morning show.
Oh shit!
See if
Then
that
you got your
information's
evening.
available here. No, it's still calculating. So the numbers are there. The numbers are there. It's just that I don't see any right now. Can you pull one from for a few days ago? I haven't had donations a few days ago. Well, let's see if I can find if there's any revenue information. So let's
All right, Michelle. I've got to get going. It's 12 o'clock. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you later. See you at the night show.
Oh yeah. By the way, revenue from yesterday, or from the date of a few days ago, was 35 cents. That was line ad revenue. We didn't get any super chats, super stickers, and super thanks in that example. But I made a total of 35 cents that day. That was dated on a couple days ago. Yeah, this is really gets complicated. So what Michelle does is normally just makes sense. She says she knows how much she normally needs for per month to pay her bills, and then she figures that anything extra after that is for the trip. So right now I would say we're about 180 to 200 people dollars short right now, but I think we'll make it. I think we will. At least now I have enough money that I could go ahead and get on the Vintage Computer Fest and order the tickets right now. If I can confirm from Noodles if he indeed is still going. Otherwise, I would be out at $88 for tickets. That if we don't make it to home, New Jersey, then what am I going to do with him? That's what I'm saying. I got to see if he's committed to this. You know what I'm saying, Leo?
Yeah. I guess it would all depend on him, right?
It depends on him because he's going to be the driver.
Right.
And he's going to need gas money. And that's where the $500 covers for the gas money, the admission tickets, and the night at the hotel. And any extra money we make, about $500, means we can get into more nicer, posh extras. Like a room maybe with a jacuzzi. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, you go all out. Might as well.
So how do you like the show compared to the way the show used to be when you first were here many years ago?
That's cool. It's Michelle, as long as you're doing what's making you happy and you don't let the
I definitely enjoy it now more now than I used to when I was under stress under the time with Schmeckle Cat and Skynet.
Yeah, they don't contact you anymore?
Not really. They did come by visit them online about a year ago, but during I was playing World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that just shows you. I mean, I know in their heart maybe they felt like. I mean, I know they cared about you, but I think they cared about you in the wrong way, which is why they allowed.
I think their interest in my show was different than what I was aiming for. I think those guys have some problems, Michelle, and I hope they got the help they needed, and I'm glad that you got away from them. Yeah,
that you're actually doing your show the way you want to do it. It's nice to see.
Yeah, and how's your show doing?
I'm not really doing a show because I'm like being a lot of parenting stuff and working a lot.
Right, I see that.
Got some surgeries coming up. So, and I got a date tomorrow, so I got to go out today. And
it looks to me like you also you changed your hair color a bit too from your thumbnail.
It's a little darker right now. I'm gonna go change it again probably. I'm getting gray.
Do you like looking like a strawberry blonde, or do you kind of like it when it was?
I don't know. I mean, when you're 47, I mean, does your hair color really matter anymore?
You wait till you hit 57.
Right? Yeah, I hear you. I seen my brother. After he's 10 years older than me, and he's not looking too good. So.
Yeah. Besides, obviously, MPD, male pattern baldness, or
Well,
probably starting to catch in. Probably got a big bald spot in his head from age. That happens with men. It's just
He does. He is balding.
Yeah.
It's all the drug use, man. It's that's the life they want to live.
Oh yeah, he does that too.
You hurt your body the way you do. That's why I'm like all about health and everything now. I don't want to end up like them.
Right. So anyway, guys, here's the deal. Because we do got the money now, I can go ahead and get on to Bitches Computer Fest East, and I can already order the tickets on Monday. I will just have to order it on my regular credit card because I can put the money into that credit card when I get paid from YouTube on March 22nd, 21st. So, which means it puts all the money right back into the credit card. See? I have a plan. Yes, she does. And she can go ahead and she can pay for the room at the same time on her Capital One. Yes, exactly. Because I want to leave LA alone because that's paying for my teeth. That's a whole nother credit card for teeth. So I mean, I'm glad. I'm good. So, Noodles, are you all set for this? Because it looks like we're definitely going to Wall, New Jersey.
All right. Well, I gotta get my car inspected and worked on, Michelle. So.
Okay. Well, you got about 2 months for that. I'll go ahead and order the tickets on Monday for the 2 tickets for the Saturday, and maybe if you want Sunday too. I wonder if we can get a 2-day pass cheaper. Because we could probably get a hotel room nearby Wall, New Jersey, maybe for a night or 2 nights. Because if you want to go there Friday night, because I mean, we could do that if you're. Let's talk about that. Would you want to do that? Leave here, say Friday afternoon, go to Wall, New Jersey. I mean, to the hotel like Friday night, check in. And then stay there for 1 night, and then maybe have another night, and then maybe I can get someone to watch Rusty when we're gone.
You know, I didn't know she was that fat. I Michelle, I Googled a photo of you to use for this piece of art that someone is paying me to do about you, and Michelle, I didn't realize how fat you were. You had the largest throat I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. He said with triple chin. But I don't have a triple chin anymore. I got a double chin now. So, I'm not as big as I used to be.
You were fucking big.
Michelle, why don't you go on Ozempic?
Wait a minute, what's that?
Why don't you go on Ozempic? Or one of those, what is it, GL?
No. I just stopped eating as much food. That's intake. Also, a lot of Slim Fast, and so just making a conscious decision to eat better. Be careful with Ozempic and GLP, because that stuff, if not properly maintained by medical doctor, can have some very severe complications.
Well, so does an unhealthy diet. You know, your heart is going, you know, you got to weigh the, you know, what would you rather die from? Do you want to look good?
Well, I'm also working on trying to eat healthier choices too. So, and then of course, once the snow is gone, we're gonna be going out to walking around a little more.
Where?
So I'm already starting to look good now. We're starting to lose weight.
I think you look good.
Yeah, thanks. Because I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. How you doing, E? Good morning, E.
You should do that walking Tai Chi. I'm going to start doing that walking Tai Chi.
I don't do anything
You got the
fancy
ads
like
for
that.
Michelle, bring up the art full
40.
screen. Bring up the art full screen now, Michelle.
Oh my gosh.
Because E will never get this.
Well, the problem
Evil
is that because Leo's real name is on the screen, I can't show her real name.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I really don't care.
I think people already.
I don't know how to change it.
No,
Yeah,
I don't want to do that because remember what happened last time with the doxing incident?
Wait, I think I can change it here. Hold on.
You are embarrassed, Michelle, because in this piece, Michelle, you had a triple, quadruple chin.
I know.
Well, let me throw me out and then bring them up and then bring me back in.
All right, yeah, you can temporarily drop out and just come back in a second.
What do I just hit the hang up button?
That will just give Noodles a bigger screen to show anyway. So let me just make the screen bigger so you guys can see this. Oh no, this looks kind of similar with okay, let me here. This looks kind of similar to the painting he did of me originally.
Yeah, Michelle, we're going full blast this time. Full blast. Full blast. See the teeth?
Yeah, I see the teeth. That's what it looks like without my fake teeth in there.
We're going to put Rusty in the background, Michelle. We're doing Rusty eyes in the back.
Yeah.
All spray paint art. And Michelle, look at your eyes
Try to make
too.
the screen bigger so you can see it.
It's gonna be awesome, Michelle.
Yeah, I see that.
Mm-hmm. And Michelle, people are now wanting Michele Marie Dalene's spray paint art. Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth.
Yeah, that's what my teeth looked like when the plastic one's in there. Yeah.
Yep.
So
It's gonna be tremendous.
you know what, Noodles? You might find some nice looking ladies at this vintage computer fest east too.
I swore off ladies after E, Michelle. I swore them off.
No.
I swore them.
You never know. It's just like the song Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. You never know. You might just get lucky. All right, let me switch this back over so that Leo can come back up again. That run button. Okay, come on up, Leo. We just closed that panel so you can come on back up again. Yeah. So so tonight is the Discord panel, and so I'll order the tickets for the Vintage Computer Fest East tomorrow.
He is a heartbreaker.
Yeah, she's
Heartbreaker.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah.
No, Wishbone, you're staying out there. Nope.
Yeah, the situation has nothing to do with me. I don't want to get in the middle of that one. So I'm really glad you came up, Leo. I'm glad you had a good time up here today. Got a chance to say hi to everybody. And you're more than welcome to come up tomorrow. And, of course, on Lemmy's show, Lemmy has a show. We use the same panel link.
But yeah, I work tomorrow and then I have my date tomorrow, so I don't think that'll happen.
Date?
I have a date.
Oh,
Jesus
congratulations.
Christ. How come I
Yeah.
can't go on dates?
Because you're an asshole.
Fuck.
Sorry, getting the mud off my shoes.
Yeah.
No, guys, E, everyone knows that we're joking around, E. Don't worry about it. Relax.
Yeah.
I thought Mazazma was Mimi.
Well, I might say we had 153 views right now. We had 20 people still on, 153 views. Average viewer engagement is 15 minutes and 13 seconds as of 12/14. That's not bad. I'm sorry yesterday was kind of short, but I thought I had an emergency need to use the bathroom. I didn't. But my...
What happened to you yesterday? You, disappeared.
Yeah, because I had to take a shit.
So why don't you just keep the live stream going?
Who was going to watch
Shut
dead
up,
air on the
Wishbone.
screen as I'm sitting there trying to pop them out? Really? Come on, Noodles.
How long does it take for you to take a shit, Michelle?
It took a little while because I had to get all chill and relaxed so I can get the poops to go straight out. That's what it was like. And as I said, I didn't have an emergency rush, but I thought I did, but I didn't. And so,
I've been taking humongous craps. You want to know why?
Oh my God.
Because I eat like 3 or 4 apples a day, Michelle. I'm telling you, just start eating apples.
I've been drinking
Humongous
that Slim
craps.
Fast, and that stuff's loaded with fiber, and that stuff's been getting me regular now. Just stay away from McDonald's, though, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose. You know what I had last time for dinner? I had cream and chicken soup with peas and broccoli in it, which wasn't bad.
I've been filling up the bowl, Michelle.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that was a pretty good bowl of Campbell's soup, though. That was delicious, actually. I really, really enjoyed it. Definitely might make the same thing tonight. But I might throw in some whole kernel corn as well on top of that.
What are you making?
Campbell's cream and chicken soup with some peas, frozen broccoli, and some fresh corn, canned corn. And,
Hear one of my songbirds?
yeah. By the way, you guys, have you seen this stuff in my online store? Leo, I have an online store now, too.
Oh my God. You're just a whole entrepreneurship.
Pretty much. We originally were selling a record, too, but that's out of print now. But we do plan to release another record. But this one's going to be AI music.
Oh?
You gotta eat the skin. You gotta eat the skin.
Of what?
Hammer nails.
Wash the orange and eat the skin, because that's where all the nutrients
I think I was the
are.
one who told you that, to eat apples.
Just don't eat the
Apple
pits, because apple pits contain
right.
arsenic. Most people don't
That's
know.
not what I told him to eat them.
Yeah, you don't eat the pits, though, because they contain arsenic in apples.
Didn't they say that there's so much arsenic in apple juice, though?
Oh, it depends on how they're processing the apples. If apple juice is made like apple cider, they're crushing the crap out of the things, and that's probably why. They're probably not
What I eat
coring out.
now is apple and Swiss. I buy a block of Swiss, Michelle, and I go to town. That's all I need to eat. I bring a block of cheese with me to work.
Yeah.
No wonder you're taking massive shits. Michelle, remember when you used to eat like a pound of cheese and then you would be in the bathroom?
I still eat a pound of cheese once in a while.
Oh my goodness.
But we've been eating a lot better now because I've had more money available to eat better now. I still got $600 in my checking account. People don't even realize this, that I got about $600 in my checking account.
You're right, Kister. They have seeds.
It's the seeds that contain the arsenic.
I gotta go. I'm gonna try to call E.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you one thing though, is
I'm
that I
desperation.
also bought a lot of Ultra Slim Fast because I like the taste of it. So I bought it because it's also good for weight loss. And it's good to have in my emergency stores because I try to keep up emergency food supply in case things go wrong. And plus I got powdered whole milk and everything too. So
peach pits are bad too, Mr. Kister. You're right. But apple seeds Michelle is right. They contain arsenic. I think peach pits are far worse, right? Is it arsenic they carry or something else?
They could have cyanide. There's a lot of places.
That might be peach pits. Yeah, that might be cyanide.
I didn't even know cassava had cyanide in it too. I'm like, really? Cyanide in cassava? I love cassava. How do you get rid of the cyanide in cassava? It's something.
What is cassava? What is that?
It's a very popular South American root extract. It's the
Oh,
root of the yucca plant.
what do we care about that?
Well, you serve it with a lot of Brazilian food.
Oh, well. But this is America. We don't care about Brazil.
Oh, well, I know.
Just kidding myself.
But I do enjoy going to the Brazilian restaurants, and I do eat a lot of Brazilian. So, yes.
I make Brazilian food.
I love Brazilian feijoada. I love feijoada. Oh, my God. I'll eat it till it's coming out of my nostrils. Then all of a sudden you're going to explode again. It's easy and well, yeah, that's true. No, I was told to contain arsenic, but they could have cyanide too. They could have cyanide too. Yeah, exactly. It's the hard seeds coating that protects you from the arsenic. Same thing with the rice and bean, the castor oil bean. Don't chew your castor oil, castor beans, or you're gonna end up dead because of the ricin. Oh, that's one of the reasons I get scared to death if I ever swallow an apple pit. But it turns out that the amount of arsenic in an apple pit is not normally enough to kill you. You would have to eat a lot of apple pits to kill you, or chew a lot of them. Probably break a lot of teeth in the process. Yeah, not me.
I thought I muted.
No, you're not muted. I hear you fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was scrubbing my sink, but I thought I muted. I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Arsenic is good for you in small doses. I actually heard that before, David. But I don't know if it's true.
So is red wine. I do drink red wine once in a while on the show, too. I still got red wine left, which is amazing. I got rosé wine left in my refrigerator from Francia. Probably going to have some red wine tonight. 2 big Virgo cups worth. Now, don't get too crazy. We don't need to see you sloshing all over the computer.
Are you going to have wine tonight?
Yeah, probably.
I got some wine. I don't know. I can only do like half a glass now before it knocks me on my ass.
I gotta finish up the Franzia. I bought it on Thanksgiving. It's still good. Because it's bagged wine, but if it was bottled wine, it probably would have turned to a wine vinegar by now.
You should use it to cook with.
You could, but I don't normally marinate meat that much because I hardly ever cook meat much. Then I could put it on my hamburger patties. That might be interesting. You know, just put a little red wine in your hamburger meat patties. You already put garlic and pepper on them, too. I'm almost out of bread, though. Yeah, well, some people like beer. I don't like beer. I really can't stand beer. Beer, to me, just tastes awful. So, the red wine is good. Rosé wine is good. Some white wines are good, too. But because, unfortunately, I grew up in a family of alcoholics, I gotta be careful because I may have the disease as well. So that's why I try to not drink too much wine and stuff. Oh yeah, I've had sangria. That's really a sweet wine. Yes, that's correct. Yes, 500 seeds. That's what I've heard from numbers too. So, most people ain't gonna eat 500 apples in a single day. I think you'd have more problem with your blood sugar going through the ceiling if you did. Oh, thank you so much. Hello. Oh, and the right screen
I'm summoning
again.
a ladder army.
All right, let me get the right screen here. Oh, you keep pressing all the wrong buttons. Ah! Wow, at least it's close, right? How do you do that?
Wow, you're getting.
I got
loaded
this Stream
today.
Deck box that has all my effects on it, but they're all on different panels, so I have to try to keep track of them all. Thank you so much. I'm summoning a ladder army, says Galaxy Eyes. So, I think today was a successful day. Don't forget that tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Since I'm going to be using it in portrait mode, I can do the scheduled alert ahead of time. So, watch the space, look for the scheduled alert tone of for tonight's stream, so you guys can make sure to keep it on your follow-up list. So Leo, I want to thank you for coming up here, and I will see you soon.
Awesome. I will see you later. Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks. Don't be afraid to come up again, because this is usually the link we're going to be using until somebody outs it again.
I'll hold on to it.
All
You
right.
got my email, so.
You okay? You have a nice day. And yes, I do have your email. Yep. Okay, that was a nice show today. I think we did really well in a lot of ways. No, as far as beer goes, I just don't like the taste of beer. It just doesn't gel with me. But that's okay. And everybody's different. So let's get the blessings done, because it's time to get things done. So may all you guys have a happy and safe day. Stay out of trouble. Stay warm. There might be snow tomorrow. But until then, just be calm, cool, collected, and just have a safe day. And also, don't forget, thank you very much, Blazing Leo, for coming up, and thank you for joining us today, everybody. Thank you for the donations for the trips. We appreciate your support. Me and Michelle are going to order the tickets on Monday. Yes, because I have the money in my bank to do that already. Yes, we do. And so, again, thank you, everybody, and may you all have a blessed day and stay out of trouble. The service is ended today. To go in peace, kind, love, and don't forget the party on too. And we'll see you all later on tonight at 7 o'clock on the Discord open panel, which will be in portrait stream, members only on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. You want to do all three? Yeah. You want to make it members only, but then the other two are not members only. See what I'm saying? Okay. So I want to do it like this morning? Just the same setup with the subscriber count. Yeah, subscribers. Okay. Then we'll do it that way. But for now, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Michele Marie Dalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way, twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control. She won't give up, she won't sit down.